Apple got a nice little cup and handle pattern here. Enter some Apple, currently in profits already at $2.49 a piece. You should be looking to get better than the day before. So if you sold too early the day before, then you should not be trying to sell too early the next day. Fucking go, guys. 11% on some Apple calls. We just recovered with a cheap ass lotto. And learn from my mistakes, man. If you also have an issue with selling too early, guess what? I'm gonna figure it out for you. I'm gonna figure it out for you. Let's talk about this Apple trade that I took here today, guys. There's no woulda, shoulda, coulda, houlda, but houlda contracts now at da-da-da-da-da-da. Because 10% of $500 is $50. So imagine if I hop into a $500 entry and I'm collecting 30%, that's $150 on a trade. I literally had to come back because I totally forgot about all these. We'll just close his BA call out, and he did call it out when he entered. That shit hit 26%, nice $22 gain on his end. So that's a solid ass trade. And shout out to Kevin, guys. Kevin's killing it. 50 shares of some TQQQ, which I just got in and out of some shares on AAPL. He's eating good, guys. That shit is crazy. And Costco too as well. I didn't even catch that. Good morning, my fellow traders, and welcome back to another vlog live trading session. Today, got a couple stocks on the agenda today, but guys, we got FOMC interest rate decision at 11 a.m. So we got to be super mindful, super careful, but I'm still going to trade today. I don't give a damn about J Powell. Most likely what's going to happen is at 11 a.m. Jerome Powell's going to hop on and the volume's going to spike up like crazy. So there might be some choppiness. There might be some fake outs here, but we're still going to trade now. Some stocks do look good. Nvidia looks good here, breaking all-time highs right now as we speak. It might even be good for calls right at open, but we're going to be careful. We're going to be mindful, and we're also going to jump in the live trading session today. I'm going to hop in a few minutes. Market's about to open in about 10 seconds. You guys are going to hear the bell ding, and let's get right on it, guys. I'll show you guys what we're going to trade today. If I do catch any trades, I'll live record it as well, and we're going to go live in voice chat. So SPY's breaking all-time highs. Nvidia's trying to break some all-time highs, just rejected just a little bit, long way to the upside. The only trade plan that I probably have that I will take here soon is probably some Google calls above 178.20 or 12. Just watching. MAQ's going crazy. Hella stocks going crazy today, so it's pretty good for the start. Now we do have FOMC here soon, so the volume won't be as strong until 11 a.m. but let's see what we can catch still. So we just went live and finished the live on the premium chat. It's currently just like a little bit less than an hour into the market. A lot of things been missed. I missed Nvidia right at open, which is totally fine. I'm not a trader that takes calls right at open, but the only trade that I actually missed, and I even had a nice setup, the trade plan on Tesla right here. I said, don't see much trades today other than Tesla, really for a breakout of this tight pattern. And guys, that shit just instantly rocketed. Contracts were way too pricey for me, but now they done doubled, man. Other news, we got 653 subscribers. Let's fucking go. And I appreciate you guys commenting on the last vlog. Shout out to Palmavera and Birdman JR Trades, which is Kev, man. Kev, man, be going crazy in here. He did real awesome with some nice Tesla calls yesterday, and same thing with Palmavera. He took some SPY calls, 50%. They killing it, guys. But so far, I ain't see shit right now. Golden Wolf calling out plays in the Discord. He's talking about he's in a BA call as well as he's also in a KO call. And shout out to Kevin, guys. Kevin's killing it. 50 shares of some TQQQ at $49 average, and they're going nuts. So he's already doing some good solid trades in the morning. Everybody's eating so far. Besides me, man, I haven't took a shit. I'm just waiting patiently for a nice trade setup to come in my favor. All I got to do to scan later on today, I should have brought the scanner home, to be honest. Really not that much stuff. It's gonna be an easy light day. See if I can go home at like 12, maybe 11, but we'll see what happens. Guys, I hope you were able to catch some good trades today. Unfortunately, don't even know if I'm gonna be able to trade today, but I might take a cheap call on some SPY calls if Jerome Powell does cut some interest rates. It's always a risk. You never know what he's gonna do. So I might risk like $50 again and just take one or two contracts for like $100 total. Sell one, keep one, and see if he can do another interest rate cut. Get a nice pump on the market. So it's probably the only trade I'm gonna take today. We'll see what happens. Ain't shit going on, man. Look at this. Just constantly running up, and I'm pretty sure most people are gonna be like, why don't you just take calls since it's all running up? I just don't trust it. Everything's hitting all-time highs. SPX, SPY's hitting all-time highs. Nvidia's hitting all-time highs. Not too sure how long it's gonna keep up. Volume's not even that big as much either. So I don't know what's gonna happen, if it's gonna keep on climbing. He speaks in a couple hours at 11 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. We'll just close his BA call out, and he did call it out when he entered. That shit hit 26%, nice $22 gain on his end. So that's a solid ass trade. Probably gonna enter some Google here soon. Price target is pretty high, decent stop loss. Contracts not that expensive either, going for 188, so I'll probably enter two of them. Market is going a little bit bullish here, so this one might be my next trade right here. Nice kind of close above. Gonna wait for a little bit of a pullback here, and I'll enter some calls on Google. Google's taking off without us. Literally no entries. That shit just straight going crazy. Even though market's pulling back here, Google doing its own damn thing. So now I got my eyes on Apple. Apple got a nice little cup and handle pattern here. Nice little potential break to the upside for some new highs on the day. And I probably will take it above 226.30-ish. Got my eyes on it. Gonna keep watching that one. Google took the fuck off without me, man. Them contracts were 170. Now they're 245 a piece. Currently looking at some Apple calls. Apple calls are going for 200 a piece. Yeah, currently 195. So I'm just waiting for a 15-minute candle close above, and I will enter with a price target already set. I'm about to alert it to the Discord here soon. So I just got in and out of some shares on AAPL. He's eating good, guys. That shit is crazy. And Costco too as well. I didn't even catch that. Apple took the hell off without us. I still might enter. It's pulling back here pretty nicely, so I will enter on a nice pullback. Volume's kicking in, and I was also eyeing some Amazon, but we do gotta head out of here in like the next 5 minutes. Gotta go put some gas too, but Apple, I might enter some Apple here. Enter some Apple, currently in profits already at 249 a piece. Alerted it to the Discord as well, as you guys can see right here. All of our alerts this week have been hitting nicely, so this one needs to do good as well. Ever since 11:01, all of our callouts hit nicely, so let's go. Let's get a nice push. Contracts currently at 10% up nicely. Volume's kicking in here pretty decent. I'm moving my stop loss as I go. Fucking go, guys. 11% on some Apple calls, and yes, I alerted it to the fucking Discord, letting everybody know what type of trade setups we getting in, stop loss, price target, everything, man. Pulling back here a little bit, guys. We're gonna learn to hold, guys. It's a nice breakout to the upside, so we're gonna do our absolute best to hold above the 9 EMA. My stop loss is below the 9 EMA, but I'm gonna do my absolute best to hold it, guys, because we need to learn to hold. I'm not gonna collect here at 10%, 11%. I need to see more gains. That's what I need to learn, because what I used to do is just take it here, 10% gains, call it good. Yeah, good trade, whatever. But now we're trying to shoot for high rewards, medium risk. So if I do hit my stop loss, it's probably gonna be a decent cut of like $30 to $40, depending on the percentage. I'm not even too sure the percentage there. It might be a 10 to 20% L. What I'm trying to shoot for is a 25% to 40 to 50% gain, guys. And we're just in one contract, so go put gas first. As you guys can see, I literally have light just came on as I speak. Gotta go put some gas real quick. Held for the next price target. Currently filling up gas while I'm trying to make some good gas, and we're currently just up 7% on these bad boys. Still looking pretty good, guys. Let's fucking go, man. Fucking go. And we printing while driving. Apple trying to go bearish and golfing here. Looks pretty weak. I'm not even gonna lie, but guys, we gotta stick to our game plan. Our game plan is to sell at the stop loss of 9 EMA. So I'm still gonna hold it until we get a stop loss break below. In my Apple calls, it's currently at the 9 EMA. I'm just looking for a bounce here. If we get a 15-minute candle close below, or it starts dropping majorly, then I will sell it. But so far, it's bouncing a little bit here. I don't want to sell it because we're still in a decent uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. So the moment we start creating lower lows and lower highs, I might sell it. Be that bad of a haircut. It's down 5%, currently at 236 a contract. I got in at 249. It won't hurt that bad, pretty much. It won't hurt that bad. The cut, it dropped below the 9 EMA, but I am thinking about entering some SPY here for potential rate cut in on a SPY call for Jerome Powell, 10 minutes. We just recovered with a cheap ass lotto on some SPY calls right now, man. I might even just sold, got in for $30 to $4, sold at $54. I'm break even, guys. I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna buy a cheap one now, though. It's either about a tank hella hard or pump up hella hard. I'll show you guys. Market didn't do shit. I'm still in a call too right now. I'm down $21 on the day. I try to re-enter. He is gonna hop on in the next 8 minutes, so I'm gonna wait for him to speak, and hopefully he rockets it. We need that J pump. That was very whack. Currently in the SPX call, about 2 of them for $62.50, and we took a loss on SPY, man. SPY went nowhere, but SPX is climbing here nicely. So, but yeah, man, that shit was super whack. The SPX calls are about to hit though. At least can go recovered on some SPX calls, man. 30%. Still need to push for some new highs here, and it is going to push for some new freaking highs. Let's get a nice ass push. SPX, come on. Yo, it's a better day than what it was, man, so I'm appreciative for that. These are my orders for today, man. I got Apple, $249, sold it at $230 for a loss. SPY, $35, sold it at $53 for a gain. SPY, $32, sold it at $5 loss. Put me back negative like $20, $30, or $28. Two SPX calls, sold them at $10 each for $20 gain. I literally had to come back because I totally forgot about all these papers. I was like literally gonna have an earlier day if I would have grabbed them, but guys, I freaking forgot. Time is currently 11:56 a.m. about to be noon, so I gotta go knock these out within the next hour or two so I can head back home, man. I'm basically home. I'm right here. I'm ready to edit. I'm ready to do my stuff. But it is what it is. So let's head on out of here, man. It is what it is, man. 12:44 and I just got here, man, with all these papers I gotta run through. Let's see what time I can get out at. Go home, guys. Let's talk about how we did in the option market. Let's talk about how we did in the futures market, because actually we took no trades in the futures market. We decided $27 L, and then today in the option market we only took a $8 loss. So let's go talk about the trades that we took. How was I able to take such a small loss compared to what it used to be? Bro, I was up. I was up 13% on these Apple calls, but I'll show you guys why I decided to hold. Home sweet home, guys. Time is currently 5:40 p.m. I almost said a.m. p.m. Well, guys, we're back home, and time is currently 5:40 p.m. I'm still editing up this vlog. That's currently what I was doing, actually, and I'm also watching the futures market. But let's dive into how we did on the futures. Let's dive into how we did on the option market. And I do want to just say one thing. I basically work over 14 hours plus a day. I really do feel that Drake song when he said, shout out to the people working 9 to 5. I be working 9 to 9. I wake up at 4:50 a.m., hit the gym, get on the charts, start doing techno analysis, hit up the Discord, let them know what we're watching, what we're getting to enter, spend hours of my time looking at the charts, just try to catch a nice trade, help my mom on the side with her paperwork, make sure that she's all caught up so she doesn't get audited, come home afternoon time a little bit before the evening really does start, edit up some vlogs until like 5, 6, sometimes even 7, 8 p.m, creating thumbnails and posting content. And the last hour that I get to myself before I sleep at 8:30 a.m. is I do finally spend some time maybe on social media, playing my little Clash of Clans game. And all I'm trying to say though is every single day, guys, we working on something every single day. See, I used to not do vlogs. I used to not do any of this stuff, not drop content every single day. I question myself, what was I actually even doing? Now we're actually doing something every single freaking day, guys. And I'm sharing you guys, being transparent with y'all, letting you guys know how we did on the option market, showing my account, showing my futures account. We're trying to get funded, and let's dive right into that. But this vlog's not gonna be that long today, especially since it was kind of a whack, boring day. But we're watching the futures market here, guys. We're trying to take some shorts on MNQ here shortly. Does look pretty good. We do need a nice breakdown for some new lower lows, candle break to the downside, now enter. Let's dive right into our futures account because I'm still up 500 plus on the account. Need to get this obviously way better. I keep talking about that, I keep mentioning that. Win percent rate is above 60%, which is fine. And this is how we did so far. So 2 losses, 2 wins this week. What is tomorrow going to be? Let's do some bets. Comment down what you guys think I'm going to do tomorrow. I almost said today, but tomorrow. As you can see, $93 win, $28 loss, $150 win, $27 loss. I like to try to keep my losses small, and even in the option market, my losses very small compared to my wins now. That's the whole goal, and that's the whole point of what I'm doing all this for. Now, last month, I won't even lie, smaller little bit wins, caught up here a little bit, then a big loss, big win, small win, big loss, decent loss, not too big, not the 3 digits, you know? But so far, there's no 3-digit losses here. A 3-digit win, which is solid. And so far, we're up only $500 on this account. Now, I didn't take any trades other than the ones that I showed you guys last night. Or I don't even know if I showed you guys, but pretty much don't even know where my long position was. But I tried to take a trade of some new breaks of the most recent highs here. As you guys can see, that was my entry. Try to set a stop loss here, price target, and I was telling myself, I'm going to bed, guys. I said, I'm just set on my phone and about to go to sleep. See, I tell you guys, I sleep at like 8:40 p.m. I be sleeping real early because I got to hit the gym real early. But I woke up to a loss, man. I even said, woke up the next morning, 5:13 a.m. Woke up obviously earlier. I took a $27 L. So just showing you guys that I'm transparent and trying to tell you guys, I don't even know which trades I have taken. Don't remember what they were, but you guys saw I only took a $27 loss, didn't trade any more, any less. That's all it is. Let's talk about this Apple trade that I took here today, guys. The whole point of why I even took it was because there's a decent cup and handle break here. There's the cup, there's the handle, and this was the breakout this was the breakout area right here. But it broke out so fast I couldn't catch it. I like to wait for 15-minute candle closes now. I don't watch the 5 minutes, I don't watch the 3 minutes, I don't watch the 1 minute. I've gotten faked out so many times in my past experience trading the 5 minutes. Entered there, long way to the downside, and this is where I saw 13% gains. Then you guys saw in the video earlier a nice reversal type candle, bearish engulfing almost, not completely because this one needs to be above that most recent highs, but this one's at least below it. Then it started to come and retest the 90 EMA. Now if I throw on the 90 EMA here, which I probably should to show you guys can see it came down to the 90 EMA, bounced me back and literally break even. I'm talking about the contract was $0 or flat, I should say. And it even showed on my screen that I was down $0. So I coulda, woulda, coulda, don't care to even say, man, I shoulda, woulda, dada, hudda, butta. You know, I get tired of when people be like, man, my contract's where I sold it. Next. So the reason why I even sold is because literally I'm so strict on myself. As soon as I saw a candle close below this 90 EMA, I sold, hit the sell. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, hudda, don't even give a damn. It did end up climbing, but that's because of J Powell hopped on at 9 a.m. or 11 a.m., which is right here. He hopped on here. There's no way I would have held that. I probably would have thought we were going to tank. Don't care that it's up in profits now. I'm not the type of person that goes back in the Discord and is like, man, these contracts are now at, I sold here. That's why you need to learn to do this, man. You need to learn to hold, because if it bounced here and ended up breaking above, I would not be saying shoulda, woulda, coulda, hudda, butta, hudda. No, I would just be in profits. But I took a small loss of $19 here on this cut. I took a small cut. Now, if this went in my favor and bounced here for a nice movement back to the upside, I would not be saying shoulda, woulda, coulda, houlda, but contracts now, Don't care about none of that shit. Either you made the gain or you lost. That's all it is. That's all it freaking is. You either lost or you made money. There's no woulda, shoulda, coulda, houlda, contracts now, Man, I shoulda, hell, woulda been so motherfucking, next. Sold here, don't care. I didn't even look at the contracts, what they hit now. I don't even care. That's how much I don't care. Is medium risk, high rewards. That was a super small stop loss. 6 to 7% loss on a trade like that is not bad. I saw 13%. I'm not even gonna say I should have sold there because hindsight is always in your favor when you look back at the charts later on. Of course, could have said, coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, houlda. I know what my trade plan is and I know exactly what I'm shooting for. And that's why I'm trying to take these type of trades is the fact that I can capitalize as much as I can on a single trade, because what I used to do and the way I used to trade, guys, was this. I used to be a scalper. I used to go in for 250 to 500 and take those 10% every single time. Do that like 5 times and you have a good gain. But what would happen is I would end up taking even bigger losses, or I would try to hold, just try to collect my 10%, and then that thing would go -10, -15, -20, and then it would wipe out at least 2 of my scalp trades or all my scalp trades if I overheld it. Now I'm trying to take a single trade and capitalize as much as I can off a single or 2 contracts or 3 contracts, because over time, once I get real comfortable with this stuff, taking a small cut, small losses, I am going to scale in a lot more and buy 3 to 4 to 5 contracts, and those 20 to 30 to 40% are going to be major, because 10% of $500 is $50. So imagine if I hop into a $500 entry and I'm collecting 30%, that's $150 on a trade. If I collected what I did on AMD and saw 45%, that's a $200 trade off a single trade. Unlike how I used to be. If you guys go on my Discord and go on my gains tab and scroll all the way up, you guys will see, wow, this guy took like 7 trades, because I would take like $20 gain, $30 gain, $50 gain, $20 gain, $30 gain, and then it would add up, don't get me wrong, to a nice gain. Maybe sometimes 190, maybe sometimes 200 plus. At one time I got over 300. It's just not sustainable to trade like that. I want to take one single trade and maximize as much as I can off a single trade. That's the goal, guys. So medium risk, high reward. These little cuts that I'm taking are so small. The wins that I'm gaining, like how I did on SFCI, how I did on Tesla, how I did on SPY, they're a lot more bigger than my losses. So that's the whole point of this whole game, guys. Bigger wins, small losses. So that's why we're doing this, what we do. Because every single trade that all of us take, for the most part, when we sell it for our gain, it ends up running even more. That's what kind of almost triggers me sometimes when people will send in their contracts and say, man, look what we're at now. I'm trying to get rid of that. I'm trying to get rid of that habit of looking back at my old trades or my trades just in general and being like, man, if only I would have held. You didn't. You didn't. That's what I'm trying to do right now, guys. You guys got to understand, I'm at this point right now in life, in my trading career, that I am trying my best to absolutely hold for the massive gains and not ever have to say, look at what they used to be at. Look at what they could have been at. Oh my God, I could have made, but you only made this much. Could have made this much, but you only made, that's why I'm shooting for it now, this much, compared to just taking small gains. I can take some losses. You should be looking to get better than the day before. So if you sold too early the day before, then you should not be trying to sell too early the next day. I'm at a part right now in my life where I can take some losses. It doesn't matter if some trades snap back at me or I end up seeing 20% and it ends up pulling back down to 5% gains again or break even. I am doing my best, absolute best, to try to capitalize. And I do not like when people either make a good gain and say, look at what they could have been. Because the other day on my SPY contracts, for an example, I called out a nice SPY call at $93. They sold at $114. I didn't even look back until people on my Discord started to look back at their trades. And I was like, you know what? Let me look back at my trade just to join them and be like, guys, I also took calls yesterday too. And they went to 275 from 93. Guys, we got to just move on and go on to the next trade, because guess what? Every single time you take a trade or even hop into the stock market and sit in this chair or sit in your chair or sit in the chair in general to trade, you should be looking to get better than the day before. So if you sold too early the day before, then you should not be trying to sell too early the next day. If you're having an issue the day before of selling way too early, then you should be looking to fix that issue. That's the whole point of all this stuff, guys. I'm doing my absolute best to fix my issue on selling way too early. I used to be one of those people, man, if only I would have held. Man, look at these contracts now. I sold them too early. You sold them. You just sold them, man. Next trade. Do better. Believe in your trade plan and don't sell too early, man. That's what I'm trying to learn. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm trying to do my best to hold to price target, medium risk, high reward. So with all that being said, I hope you guys been enjoying these vlogs. I hope you guys been enjoying these talks that we have. Guys, we're freaking killing it on YouTube. And guys, guess what? We have 72 people in our Discord. So if you guys want to join the Discord, I plan on probably going live with them tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. But we have 72 people in our Discord right now as we speak. go on my website, click the link in my bio, and if you want it, and you have two options. If you want to join the free Discord with 72 people, you can be the 73rd, 74th, click free server. If you want to be in the premium chat where I do call outs, tell you when to get in and when I'm getting in, exactly my contract entries, exactly my expirations, what's the trade plan, join the premium Discord. That's where you get the call outs. Now, if you want a 7-day free trial, go in the free server and DM me. I'll never message you guys first. Understand that there's a lot of scammers out there. I'll never DM you first, but if you DM me, I'll send you the link back for a 7-day free trial. So anyways, I hope you guys been enjoying these vlogs, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let's end this week strong. It's Friday, so let's keep on going, guys. And I appreciate you guys. If you guys watch all the way to the end of this video, that just shows that you guys are also trying to get better too, because what I'm trying to tell you guys is I'm trying to better myself. And if I can find a way to better myself and give you guys that knowledge, then you guys can also use it to better yourself and learn from my mistakes, man. If you also have an issue with selling too early, guess what? I'm going to figure it out for you. I'm going to figure it out for you. I'm trying to learn how to not sell too early and maximize the most out of a single trade. I mean, that AMD call that I did on the first of the month was solid. 62% gain. I let it literally come back to a loss because I'm trying to learn how to not sell too early. Now, most people probably would have collected that 62%, and the old me would have too, but I'm trying to do my best to capitalize. And that was a runner trade. I wanted to see how much it can go to, and ended up bouncing back like a rubber band all the way back down to negative like 20%. But it is what it is, guys. That's how we learn, man. So that being said, catch you guys on the next one.